What's going on, guys? Lone Driver Mike again, bringing you another video, guys. Oh shit. If you didn't know this already, yeah, I have no car now. So what happened was my piece of shit car broke down again. If you didn't know this, I just replaced the starter one month exactly before it broke down the second time. And then I was gonna turn it in. I was gonna get a new car and turn that in, right? And I guess the dealership, they had like a you could test the car if it had any problems. You know what the fuck they said to me? They said, oh, the Cadillac converter and the smog and all that it's not current, or it's messed up. And that happened with my other car. I had two cars this last year. I bought them, both of them, from supposedly a friend of mine. So both of the cars, the smog was messed up. Hold on, I had a notification. Yeah, so the Cadillac converter, just let me tell you guys, I'm not, telling you guys about politics or anything, but in California, they're really fucking strict on their smog in their cars. And you know what? Like, if you were to go to any other state, and the Cadillac converter's fucked up, because all it does is filter the smoke or the emissions for the car. That's all it is. It's got nothing to do with was a car gonna run or not. It has nothing to do with that. Basically, it's just air quality and all this shit. That's all it is. So if you were to have a car like that, in any other state, you would be fine. But in California, they're so fucking strict. And then not only that, they have parts aftermarket. So they're not brand new and they're not that great, but they work, but they're cheaper, right? So when I went to the smog place, I'm like, oh, okay, this and that. And then the DMV said you cannot get an aftermarket Cadillac converter. So if you go to a smog place and you try to get it to pass, it won't pass. Even though that fucking part is nothing wrong with the part, right? But California is so strict on their, so liberal, strict on their laws for the car. You have to buy the original, you have to buy the actual, it's got to be California approved, right? So you can't go online like Amazon and be oh, I'm gonna buy a Cadillac converter for this car. It'll say oh, we can't ship to this state, or for whatever reason you get it shipped here, right? And you install it and you go to a smog place, you're gonna waste your money because it's still gonna say it didn't pass smog. You have to have whatever it's called. You have to have a freaking the part has to be approved by California. And you know how much those freaking parts cost, guys? It costs $1,000 for that shit. So when I heard that, I'm like, fuck. And that happened to one of my old cars too. It was a Nissan 2005. That was a while ago. But recently, these two cars that I bought, it was 2003. Was it Toyota? I had a 2003 Toyota and a 2005 Honda, I believe. Yeah, and they both didn't pass smog because of the fucking Cadillac converter. And the guy's since you're in California, you can't just buy the used parts, the used Cadillac converters, or they call them aftermarket parts, right? They said you can't use those parts because this is California. So he said you can order and buy it and install it, but if we do the smog again and it goes through the system, right? Because their system is connected to the DMV website or whatever the fuck it is. So if it says it failed smog, you can't do nothing about it. You have to get another part for that. So I'm like, fuck. So I was so pissed, guys. So I'm not even playing with you. In California, I'm not trying to bash where I live and everything, because the weather's awesome and we don't get tornadoes, we don't get crazy hurricanes, we don't get crazy weather, and that's good and all, but when it comes to the fucking smog and shit, you can't get a fucking aftermarket part because they won't approve it. The fucking DMV of California won't approve it. You got to get a fucking California approved Cadillac converter. Those cost fucking $1,000. I'm not playing around. So I'm like, fuck, there's nothing wrong with the car. I mean, you fix it up or whatever, but the smog is what gets you. So if you get a car and it's fucked up and the Cadillac converter's fucked up, that part costs $1,000, right? So depending on how new your car is, but if it's like the cars that I had, like 2003 to 2005, seems like a lot of cars had that problem. Like the Cadillac converter goes out or whatever. So that's fucked up, man. I just couldn't believe it, like, fuck. So that's why I'm on the bike again. I just wanted to update you guys on what's going on. So yeah, so what's gonna happen is I've been doing deliveries on a car on a bike now, and I've been doing good, about 100 a day. Friday I made 125. So yeah, I've been doing good and everything, but so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna get a rental through Avis. So my friend said you can get a car through Avis, and if you like check out as guests and everything, they don't check your credit score, they don't ask for like a credit card, they don't ask for like if you go to Enterprise, they ask for, like, if you do it through debit card, you have to have like good credit, you have to have like all these pieces of mail, you have to have a whole bunch of shit, you know what I'm saying? It's not like easy, just like, you know, like, and then I don't know if you guys know this, but I was doing Turo. I was renting people's private cars, and that was working out. But guess what? The last motherfucking guy named John, he fucking charged me for, I went over the miles and shit, and then he found out like I was doing like food delivery in his car, and he was like getting upset about it. I'm like, and I rented his fucking car for 6 months. And you know what I was paying that guy? It was it like 25 a day? But it was closer to like 200 a week. Or I paid like a little less, so it was like, I was paying him like $700 a month, right? 6 to 700, I was paying about average $700 a month for 6 months. Okay, so he made like, and then I rented another car for like a little bit. Yeah, so he was a really cool guy, but he like tripped out over the miles. I'm like, dude, and he looked like a really nice middle-aged Mexican dude, you know, like he was nice to me and everything, and like, and then I rented a car, and then I had to return it, and then I wanted to rent another car, but he didn't have one available, so he actually let me drive his Mercedes-Benz, and I'm like, and it wasn't covered under like Turo or anything. He's like, oh, just take it and just don't crash it. I'm like, dude, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I appreciate it, but he didn't want money for that. He was just like, it was only for a day. It wasn't even for a full 24 hours. It was for like maybe 10 hours or something until the next car came in, because I ended up renting his Toyota Corolla. So yeah, he's like, oh no, just take the car, just don't crash it. But you know, it was nice. It was just some Mercedes-Benz. I think it was E-Class C or something like that. But anyways, I'm just like, okay. So he was like hella cool about it. And then like he realized I was driving, like I kept renting it. And he was like, oh, are you gonna like ever get your own car or what? And I'm just like, I don't know. I mean, do you need me to return the car or something or what? Do I need to find like, trying to find out I'll go this way. You know, like, do I need to return it or something? And he's like, no, but I need to check it out. Or he says he's going on vacation in December or something. And so it's like, okay, whatever. And so, but then he was like, oh, you can buy it if you want, because you put so many miles on it now and all this. And he's like, okay, just give me 20 grand and, you know, we'll just call it even. I'll like sign it over to your name, get a new car. I'm like, dude, I don't have $20,000. Like, why do you think I'm renting a car? You know, like, people they just don't do stuff just to do it. Like, I'm renting a car because my credit sucks, and you know, and all that. I mean, I'm saving right now. I'm just gonna save for a new car. That's what I'm trying to do, you know. But anyways, yeah, he was just like, oh yeah, just like get a loan and then just give me the 20,000. I'm like, dude, come on, man. But it was a nice car. It's 2017, you know. And because like before I was renting from him, before I was renting from him, what was I gonna say? That was last year. Yeah, that was like last year actually. And then I started like buying those cars from my friend, and then that's when all those cars had those problems. So I got bad luck with vehicles. Like, I'm just telling you, like, if I get a brand new car from a dealership, that's the only way it's gonna work out. You know, if I own the car, I do payments, I can do payments on it. So I'm just gonna do that. Yeah, so anyways, he was like, oh yeah, just give me 20,000 for it and all this shit. I'm like, dude, I can't pay you that money, fuck. And then like he found out I went over the miles, and before I was working with that guy, I was renting from like an Asian dude, and he was hella cool. Like, I didn't even have to meet him or anything. He had like a little lock box on the car, and you just push the code in and then you get the key and that's it. So he was hella chill. Like, he like let me rent for as long as I want. And I actually went over the miles. He didn't charge me for it. So he was like, hey Mike, I'm gonna have to charge you for these miles and shit. I'm like, no you don't. I'm like, the other guy didn't charge me. He's like, what other guy? I'm like, it was some Asian guy downtown. He never charged me for the miles. He's like, well, come on, Mike, this is my business. And I'm like, yeah, John, but how much have you made from me? And he tried to say like, oh, he didn't make that much money. How are you gonna find a guy that's gonna you're gonna find anyone out here that's gonna fucking rent your car for 6 months in a row? No. That's how you make money. Like, that's called customer service. That's like, do you want a guy renting your car every now and then? Like, okay, I'm visiting Sacramento for the weekend. So then the guy only rents your car for like 3 days. And then he returns it. And then like you have it for 3 or 4 days, and then you rent it out again. Like, you're gonna make more money from someone who rents it out constantly. You're gonna make a lot more money. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what is this guy's problem, man? And he kept saying I went over the miles and I have to charge you. I'm like, John, bro, how much money have you made from me? And I totally understand, you know, you got to pay for the insurance and all this kind of stuff. And then Turo takes a fee because you're using their website. And like, I totally understand, but either way, he's still making a profit from me every freaking month for 6 months straight. And he made a big fucking deal over the miles. I can't remember how many miles I went over the limit, but I'm just like, come on, dude, 6 months, I rent your car for 6 fucking months, and you're gonna complain to me about the miles? What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? You know, don't you want to make money? Like, that's how you make money. So I was getting pissed. And then like there was like a fire, and it was really bad, and the whole fucking sky was like all smoky for like a week straight, and I was sick, man. I was really sick because the smoke got in my lungs and my mouth and all that. So I was sick, really sick, you know, so I couldn't pay him. Now, this wasn't last year, it was the year before. So, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, he was just like, well, either you buy it or you return it. Then I returned it, and like I even washed it before I returned it. I like put gas in it. I did everything. And he tried to say it was dirty. He tried to say the tire was messed up. I'm like, dude, that's wear and tear on your vehicle, dude. I don't fucking pay for that. And but long story short, he just charged me for the miles, and I'm just like, dude, are you fucking kidding me? You see how greedy people are? I'm like, you made fucking, I paid like $800 a month to that guy, times 6. Man, he made like $5,000 off me. I mean, subtract the other fees and all that, but he had 6 other vehicles too. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's making money, a lot of money, man, every month, you know? I don't know how much per month, how much all the fees are, and then the insurance, but, you know, I rent it out for the whole month, you know what I'm saying? No one's gonna rent out their car if they can't make money. It makes no sense. So when he tried to say he's not making a lot of money or this and that, that's a load of bullshit. No one is gonna rent their personal car out and be in the negative. Why even do it then? No one's gonna do that. No one's gonna rent their personal car out and lose money. No one's gonna do that. They're doing it to make money. So he made money off of me, a lot of money. And he had the audacity to fucking charge me $1,000 for the miles. I was so pissed, and then I didn't have the money for that. So then that's why I bought the 2 cars. And then those were fucked up because the smog was messed up. And then one of my friends sold me those cars. I'm like, dude, man, you're really messed up, man. You sold me a car with fucked up smog. He's like, oh, this and that. I'm like, no, dude, you don't get it. Those parts, those Cadillac converter parts, you got to get a brand new one and approved by California. They cost $1,000 each. I was so pissed. So I'm just like, fuck this. So now I'm back on a bike. That's why I'm just like, I'm just gonna do bicycle, man. You know, make $100 a day. Like Friday, I made 125. I've been doing Doordash, Caviar, Uber Eats, and Grubhub, and I've been doing good. Grubhub, I got some good Grubhub orders. Friday, I was tired. I didn't even work Saturday. Man, my body was sore all over. I mean, I took some good Grubhub orders. Like, there was one for like $17 for one order. It was kind of far. One was like $14. The other 2 were like $13. So I did pretty good. I made $125. I made pretty good money off Grubhub. And then I got some good Caviar. And I think I only took 1 Uber Eats. That one was far. That one was really far, actually. And the guy didn't tip, but I'm like, fuck. I was so pissed. It was like after 9 o'clock. It was almost all the way in Pocket area from downtown. It was like 3 miles away. He was at the Wesson off of Riverside Boulevard. So I'm like, what the fuck? You know? So I don't know, it's cool, it's whatever. I made like 14 off of that anyways. It just took me a while, but you know. But anyways, yeah, and then Friday, I took a Caviar to a usual customer. His name is Bruce. He lives on F Street. He's a cool guy. He always tips. But I don't know, this time around, he was like, he saw me on the bike, but I mean, I don't know if he didn't recognize me or if he thinks I've been doing Caviar for a while now, almost 2 years. About 2 years now. And then he's just like, oh yeah, Caviar said there was a problem with the order and all this. And I'm like, no, dude, there's no problem. I'm like, I think I'm late like 5 minutes, but that's because I'm on a bicycle today. He's like, oh, okay, well, I don't know. I'm just letting you know, like, and he was just staring at me kind of weird. I'm like, what is the problem, dude? I was thinking that in my head. I didn't say that to him directly, but I'm like, okay. And then I gave him the food, and then he like was like giving me the stare down, and I'm like, I finally told him, I'm like, dude, there's nothing wrong with the order. I just picked it up, and now I'm here. I dropped it off. I'm a few minutes late. I apologize, but other than that, nothing else is wrong. And then as I was walking away, he was like, hey, wait a minute, where's my potato salad? He's like, wait, no, he didn't say that. He's like, wait, something's missing. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I was like, dude, nothing's wrong. And I repeated exactly what he ordered. I'm like, you ordered 2 sandwiches and a potato salad. He's like, yeah, but where's the potato salad? I'm like, dude, I just told you what you ordered. I checked before I left. He's like, well, I don't see it, so we're gonna have to go get it. I'm like, dude, right before I left, I checked the order, and then he's like, oh, I'm sorry. He like interrupted me as I was talking. He's like, oh, wait, hold on. It's under these napkins. I'm sorry. Oh, no, he didn't even say I'm sorry. He's like, oh, they're right here. Like, he didn't even apologize to me. Like, if you're gonna accuse me of not like checking the order and shit, and like pretty much call me out that I'm lying and shit, and if you find out you're wrong, at least apologize, dude. Like, I'm all about respect. Like, if you don't like me or you don't like, you know what I'm saying, that's all good and all, but you know, if I prove you wrong and you basically call me a liar in front of my face, and then you find out, oh, he's not lying, at least apologize. Be like, hey, I'm sorry, I apologize, dude. I should have just, you know. All he had to do was, can I check the order before you take off? That's all he had to say. He was just acting all weird. He's like, wait, hold up, where's the potato salad? And he didn't even look in the bag yet. He was just like feeling around. I'm like, the potato salad is just a small little, you got a small size. So it was like in between the sandwiches. That's why he couldn't find it. So I was like, what the fuck is wrong with Bruce today, dude? Because I was like, hey, Bruce, what's up, man? And he like looked at me all weird, like he didn't know who I was. Maybe because I'm on a bike now, I look different. Because if I'm in a car, I wear my button-up shirt usually, but if I'm on a bike, I wear this long blue sleeve. I have another dark one, but I can't find it. So yeah, I'm just like, what's going on, Bruce? You know, and he was just acting all weird and shit. And then that's when he accused me of like not, like, oh, something's missing. He's like, yeah, the potato salad, you're right, it's not here. I'm like, dude, I just checked the order. You didn't. I was getting pissed, man. I'm like, oh, fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you don't believe me, then just check. But if I'm correct, you owe me an apology. You know, like, if I'm wrong, I will apologize to you. You know, because that's just about respect. It's like, oh shit, I'm sorry. Like, I didn't check the order, or I thought I did, but I didn't, you know, whatever. But I checked the order already. That's why I'm like, dude, I checked the order. I repeated this order too. I'm like, 2 sandwiches and potato salad. And then he's like, yeah, the potato salad's not here. I'm like, dude, I just told you. Like, I literally just told you. I just told you what you ordered, and I checked before I left. And then, like, before I could finish what I was saying, he's like, oh wait, here it is. Yeah, it's under the napkins. And that's it. He didn't apologize or nothing. I'm just like, dude, I just deliver food, bro. Like, don't come at me like fucking like I'm a piece of shit, or I did this, I did that. I just do my job, bro, you know? Some people, they just take it to a whole new level, and I'm like, dude, you ordered food, I deliver your food. That's it, bro. You know, like, fuck. You know, if you really don't want to deal with that, just go pick it up yourself. Like, call it over the phone and drive your fucking ass over there. Like, I was just like, what's this guy's problem? But yeah, Friday was crazy. I made $125. Bruce ended up tipping me. Yeah, all my caviar tipped me. I think I took about five caviar, 4 Grubhub. I took like 11 or 12. I think I took like 12 orders grand total. I made about 125, so it wasn't too bad. But yeah, I'm just like, what's wrong with Bruce today, man? He's just fucking acting all weird. But yeah, guys, you can make money on a bike. Like, you know, it's a little more exhausting, but I mean, like, there were some far ones, but they were like $13, $14. One was like $17. And I'm like, I can't pass this up. Like, I don't care if I'm late, but I mean, I do care if I'm late, but I'm like, this is good money right here, dude. It's okay, you pick it up, and then it's 2.5 miles away. I mean, yeah, that is kind of a bike ride. You know, typically I try to go 1 mile, maybe 1.5 miles. But yeah, once you get in 2 miles and up, then it gets pretty exhausting. And then another day, the last week, the Uber Eats, she put the wrong address, and it was all the way on Folsom Boulevard by like Arden, kind of by the school, Sac State. So I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, this is 5 miles away. But then I'm like, wait a minute, I think I can take the light rail. So I checked, and literally the light rail, what was it, 65th Street? The Hampton Inn was right there. Literally, I got off and the hotel's right there. So I'm like, oh hell yeah. So I told the lady, I'm like, I'm just letting you know, you're like 5 miles away. I'm on a bicycle. She's like, oh no, but I'm like, yeah, but I can get on the light rail. And then I didn't want, like, if you're doing Uber Eats bicycle mode, Uber Eats actually tracks your speed. So what you have to do is, if you're going faster than, I don't know, let's say 25 miles an hour, you have to turn off your phone or they're gonna track you. So I just turned off my phone. So that was cool. And then that one paid me like $15, plus she gave me $5 tip. So that was like $20 payout. So I mean, people say, you know, like Uber Eats isn't good, but if you're doing it during peak time and it takes you a lot of time to get there, then yeah, because the minutes add up. They pay for the wait time, guys. Not only are they paying for you to wait at the restaurant, but they're paying you to go to the customer. They charge you from as soon as you get to the restaurant to the drop off. That's how much they charge you. That's how the minutes go. So if it takes you like 40 minutes to like pick up and drop off, then you get paid for those full 40 minutes. So it's actually a little bit better than Postmates, believe it or not. And I've seen a lot of Uber Eats tips. Like, I've seen a big increase in tips, so I'm not sure why that is, but Uber Eats has been pretty damn good lately. So anyways, yeah, I just wanted to update you guys on what's going on. What I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be paying some bills the next few weeks, and then probably the second or third week I'll have some extra money and I'll get that rental from Avis. My friend said it costs about $230, so I'll have enough money by then because I got some bills to pay first and everything. So probably the second or third week from now, you'll see me in a car, hopefully, fingers crossed. He said they don't check your credit, they don't check nothing. As long as you have the $230 in your account, then you're good. So I'm just gonna take his word for it, and then hopefully I'll be back in a car soon, because I mean, this ain't bad. I get exercise, but you got to realize I'm only making $100 a day, guys. I'm not making like $200 like I used to, $250. And you know, I make a lot more money. I double my money, or a little, you know, I double or triple my money sometimes if I'm in a car rather than a bicycle, you know. So anyways, that's my next, you know, that's my plans for the next few weeks. I just wanted to update you guys. I know I've been like posting like some clickbait videos, and I know you guys don't like those. You guys want to see these delivery videos and these food delivery videos and stuff like that. So, you know, and you guys want to hear my story and testimony and all that kind of stuff. So thought I would post a video today, update you guys. And oh yeah, if you haven't known this already, I got my 1,000 subscribers now. So now I'm getting money from the YouTube AdSense program. So as of right now, I'm only getting about $1 to $2 a day. So I mean, it's gonna start off slow, obviously. That's just how it is. But I mean, you know, so it seems like for like a month, I can probably make about, I would say maybe $60 a day, or $60 a month. That's not bad. So you know, YouTube's not my main income, so that I'm not worried about it. But I just let you guys know. You know, I want to thank you for your guys' support. If you haven't done so already, please like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, that's all I've got to say for now. I'm gonna start work soon. So yeah, that's it. I just wanted to give you guys an update on what's going on and give you guys a little delivery story, and that's about it. Alright guys, thanks for watching my video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and until next time guys, that's it. Alright, peace out. See ya.